If you are a senior flying in 2026, listen closely because airlines are quietly preparing for something they really do not want you to know. You have more free perks, upgrades, and hidden benefits than almost any other age group, but most people never claim them. Trust me, these perks can save you money, reduce stress, and even protect your health during travel. If you skip this video, you will miss out on services airlines hope you never ask for. Number 1. Free early boarding for mobility and stability concerns. Most seniors have no idea how powerful this perk really is. Early boarding isn't just for people in wheelchairs. It is for any traveler who needs extra time or stability while boarding, even if you walk perfectly fine but prefer not to rush or be bumped around. In 2026, airlines expanded these policies because they are terrified of onboard injuries and liability. All you have to say is, "I'd like to board early for mobility and stability reasons." That's it. No paperwork, no doctor's note, no debate. This gets you on the plane before the crowd, before the chaos, and before the overhead bins fill up. You get time to sit comfortably, place your bags calmly, and avoid the pressure of a line of passengers breathing down your neck. Airlines hope seniors do not use this because early boarding slows down the entire schedule, and time is money. But if you are 60 plus, there is absolutely nothing wrong with taking the time you need. Flying should feel safe, not rushed. Early boarding exists for you, and you should claim it every single time. Free wheelchair service from curb to gate. No age proof needed. This is one of the most misunderstood travel benefits in aviation and one of the most underused. Wheelchair service is completely free, and contrary to what most seniors believe, you do not need to look disabled, walk with a cane, or prove anything. The ADA rules are clear. If you request assistance, airlines must provide it. That means from curbside check-in all the way to your gate, including security, elevators, and the exact boarding door of your plane. In 2026, demand for this service skyrocketed, and airports hired more staff just to keep up. Yet thousands of seniors still struggle through terminals because they say they do not want to bother anyone. But here's the truth. Airports are massive. Distances between gates can reach a mile, and security lines are designed to drain your energy. The wheelchair service removes all that stress. You skip long walks, skip heavy lifting, and you even get guided through security. Airlines will not advertise this because it is expensive for them to operate, but if it protects your energy and health, use it. You have earned a smooth travel day. Priority seating without paying, including aisle seats, rows near the front, and extra assistance rows. Hidden in airline policy is a quiet rule. Seniors who need easier access to seats, bathrooms, or mobility space can request priority seating without paying a single euro. These seats include aisle seats, rows near the front, and assistance rows that airlines prefer to keep available for passengers who genuinely need them. Here is the trick, and what most people never learn. You do not have to wait until you are boarding. Go to the gate agent early and say this to them: "I need a priority seat for mobility and stability reasons." Gate agents have the power to override seat fees, open blocked seats, or move you into a location that is easier for you. They often do not offer this unless you ask, because once a seat is opened for free, they lose the ability to charge someone for it. And trust me, airlines love charging for seats that used to be free. This perk makes flying dramatically more comfortable. You get up easier, walk less, and avoid cramped middle seats that can cause stiffness or pain. If you are a senior, you do not need to tough it out. Priority seating exists specifically for your comfort, and you are fully entitled to use it. 4. Complimentary water, tea, or hydration on request. Even during turbulence pauses, dehydration affects seniors faster at altitude. Yet airlines almost never tell you that you can request free water, tea, or basic hydration at any point during the flight, not just during the drink service. Even more surprising, you can ask during turbulence pauses, when the crew sits down temporarily but is allowed to respond to health-related requests. Here is why airlines do not promote this. Every extra drink request slows the crew, increases costs, and forces them to open additional supplies they would rather save for long-haul flights. But if you are a senior, maintaining hydration is a safety issue, not a luxury. Just press the call button and say the following: Could I have some water for hydration, please? Flight attendants are trained to prioritize seniors, especially those at higher risk of lightheadedness or dizziness. They will bring water, tea, or a cup of ice with no charge and no attitude. Even a small cup can prevent headaches, swelling, and fatigue mid-flight. So do not wait for the cart. Do not hope someone walks by. Staying hydrated is part of staying safe, and this perk is your right to ask for any time. Here is a secret airlines desperately hope seniors do not know. Passengers are not expected to lift heavy bags themselves. In fact, seniors can and should ask for help with overhead bins before takeoff. Flight attendants are trained to assist, but they usually will not step in unless you ask, because helping every passenger would slow down the entire boarding process. If you are 60 or older, you are fully entitled to ask for lifting help. Crew members must either do it themselves or find someone who can safely help. You do not need to justify it. You do not need to explain strength, age, or medical issues. Say this sentence: "Could you please help me place this in the overhead?" Many seniors injure their shoulders, backs, or wrists trying to push luggage upward in a crowded aisle. Airlines know this, and they would rather assist you than deal with an injury report or a delay. Use this perk confidently. Lifting heavy bags at 35,000 feet should never be your job. Let the crew handle the strain so you can focus on a safe, comfortable flight. Number 6. Medication storage in the crew's cooler or secure cabinet. Most seniors do not realize this, but your medication does not need to stay in your bag the entire flight, especially if it is temperature sensitive or if carrying it around is stressful. Flight attendants are allowed to store your medication in their onboard cooler, medical kit area, or secure crew cabinet upon request. Many medications lose effectiveness when exposed to heat, cabin temperature swings, or the overhead bin's warm air circulation. Airlines know this, and that is exactly why this perk exists, but they rarely mention it because every stored item increases responsibility and paperwork for the crew. Here is how to ask. This medication is temperature sensitive. Could you store it in your cooler until I need it? They will label it, place it in a monitored compartment, and return it whenever you ask. This is especially important for insulin, certain eye drops, liquid medications, and treatments that must stay cool. It is not an inconvenience. It is a health requirement. Seniors should never compromise medication safety to avoid asking. You are not being difficult. You are protecting your well-being, and the crew is trained to help you with exactly this. Free rebooking. During disruptions, with senior safety priority, when flights get delayed, canceled, or suddenly reshuffled, seniors qualify for a level of protection that most travelers do not know about. Priority rebooking with no fees is available. Airlines do not shout about it because rebooking seats for free costs them revenue, but senior safety is part of federal disability and accessibility rules. Here is how it works. If you are 60 or older and a disruption puts you at risk, such as long walks, late-night arrivals, unsafe connections, or long periods without assistance, the airline must rebook you on the next safest and most reasonable itinerary, even if it costs them money. You can say, for mobility and safety reasons, I need the earliest safe rebooking at no charge. Gate agents have override authority to waive fees, access protected seats, and move you to flights that were previously full. This matters because long airport waits can be exhausting, risky, and overwhelming for seniors, especially during weather chaos or mass cancellations. Using this perk ensures you get home safely without battling crowds, sleeping on the floor, or rushing across terminals. It is one of the most powerful rights seniors have, and hardly anyone ever uses it. Section 8. Assistance during tight layovers, golf carts, or escort service. Airports today are massive, and tight layovers are one of the biggest stress points for seniors. What airlines never tell you is that you can request free escort service for short connections, including electric golf carts, wheelchair teams, or staff members who walk you directly to the next gate. You do not need to be disabled, and you do not need a doctor's note. Say this exact phrase at the gate. I have a tight connection and need mobility assistance to the next gate. This request triggers a coordinated system behind the scenes. A staff member meets you at the aircraft door, escorts you through the terminal, and ensures you do not get lost, exhausted, or left behind. Why do airlines hide this perk? because coordinating escort services takes time, staff, and money. They prefer passengers to fend for themselves, but seniors legally qualify for this priority assistance. Using it protects you from rushing, tripping hazards, long-distance walking, and sprinting through terminals that stretch over a mile. Your layover should feel guided and calm, not like an Olympic race. If you are a senior, you do not chase connections. The airport comes to you. 9. Free blankets, pillows, and temperature accommodation. And cabin temperatures fluctuate constantly. 1 minute freezing, the next minute warm. And seniors are more sensitive to sudden temperature drops at altitude. What most older travelers do not know is that airlines are required to provide free blankets, pillows, and reasonable temperature accommodation upon request. This includes extra layers, warm drinks, or moving you to a warmer area of the cabin when possible. Just say this: "Could I have a blanket or extra warmth?" The cabin temperature is affecting you. Flight attendants are trained to prioritize seniors and will often bring blankets even if they told other passengers they are out. They can also adjust air vents, relocate you away from cold drafts, or offer warm liquids to stabilize your body temperature. Staying warm is not about luxury. It prevents stiffness, chills, and discomfort that can last long after landing. If the cabin feels too cold, speak up. Your comfort matters, and this perk is yours to claim anytime. Number 10. Hidden access to quiet rooms, assistance lounges, or senior waiting areas. Most travelers never see them, but nearly every major airport has quiet rooms, assistance lounges, or reduced stimulation waiting areas reserved for seniors, passengers needing extra time, or those with accessibility concerns. These spaces are hidden. They exist specifically to help vulnerable travelers rest away from crowds, but airports do not publicize them because demand would skyrocket. These rooms often include soft seating, charging outlets, calm lighting, water stations, and staff available to help you move to your gate when it is time. Staff can assist with directions and gate transfers. To get access, simply ask an airport agent or the information desk. Ask, "Is there an assistance lounge or quiet waiting area I can use?" Ask once and then wait for their response. They will not offer it on their own, but once you ask, you will often be escorted directly inside. These spaces are lifesavers during long layovers, delays, or early arrivals, especially when the terminal is noisy, overwhelming, or packed shoulder to shoulder. Many seniors think they must wait at the gate for hours dealing with constant announcements and crowded seating. But the truth is, you have a calmer, more comfortable option hidden in plain sight. This perk makes travel dramatically easier. All you have to do is ask. Stop scrolling. Subscribe now. The next travel update drops soon, and if you miss it, you will fly blind while everyone else gets the advantage.